Hey everybody, Sharp here. In this video we're going to talk about zoning flanks or zoning flankers. So really simple concept. One guy on the enemy team wants to flank you, and then you step away from your team. You create space between you and your team by approaching the flanker, and then you just make sure that he can't get to your team. So this would be especially relevant if the enemy team has a Vladimir, a Cannon, assassins like LeBlanc or Kali, stuff like this. Now, one thing to note is that when you're doing this, you need to make sure that that you are not a crucial part of the 5v5. So, let's say in this situation here, if only Cannon is flanking, so only Cannon is here, only Cannon is behind there, all of Lutum is here. If we're seeing this from this perspective of Graves. Graves is not a crucial part of the 5v5 unless he's like super fed in this situation, because Sivir Ori has good DPS, Maokai can frontline, he has CC, Yuumi has CC, or he has some CC. So they can teamfight fine without Graves. So that means that Graves has more value zoning than he has in the fight. Now, if we, like I said, if we imagine that blue team, most of blue team is here, only Ken is here, I would not recommend Maokai to zone, because that leaves the 4-man vulnerable to getting engaged on, right? Yeah. So, as we can see in this example, the rest of red team is hitting the tower, and then Graves is lingering back here, because I know that the only way blue team wins a fight is if Ken gets a good flank. So this is obviously, I think it changes. So let's say if they had a Vladimir, like I said earlier, if blue team is over here and then they have a Vladimir, a lot of Vladimir will just run in because they have pool and ghosts and stuff, even if you're zoning them like this. So that means you need to take the fight to them. But in this case, like if they try to enter through this choke, I can WH slow them, take away vision, I can go up and hit them, disengage with my ult, chunk them. So they can't really walk through here, they have to like brute force their way through as multiple. And then Ori has this covered with her ball, so they can't really flank from here, they have to like go around here, but like we have it just becomes really awkward for them, right? So yeah. This is especially relevant for junglers, because junglers are going to be the one who's like playing the Lilia, playing the Graves, playing the Lee Sin, these champions that they provide mostly damage, meaning that and they're on top of that, they're not like supposed to be like the designated damage dealer in most cases. So that means that they can like leave the 4-man and be fine. Also, these champions are mobile, right? So it's not like Ken is just gonna like catch me out and one-shot me here, because I'm playing fucking Graves, you know? And I have distance. Now, if like I said earlier, if he was playing Vladimir and I was Olaf, I would have to run into him and get him to use pool and stuff like that to be useful. Because else he could just pull past me and then 5-man my team, or just ghost past me even, right? Just face rush and then just ult and W my team. So if you're not already doing this, I would highly suggest you start experimenting with it. So the first thing you would do is you would try to keep it in the back of mind, and then try to spot out, or like keep in mind where, like, okay, who do I need to stop from flanking this game? So like I said, Cannon, assassins, Vladimir, stuff like this. And then you try to keep in mind their position, right, when you're sieging, if you feel like you're overextending, stuff like that. So that was it for today, boys. I hope you enjoyed.